Welcome back to AM Northwest. If you've ever found yourself in a creative slump, our next guest has a fun way to get you out of it. Here to share her method and fun craft, we welcome back artist, educator, and the author of several books, including Animal Line Drawing, Peggy Dean. Great to see you as always. Okay, so you say we can get out of a creative slump using this concept.
There are so many ways too.
Okay.
But it's like, you know, when you want to be artistic and you sit down to make something, the biggest issue is this.
Yeah, empty piece of paper.
Yeah. And, you know, it's like, oh, get a sketchbook. The sketchbook you can open and close. No, same thing. It's a blank page, and blank pages are like
intimidating.
The worst. Yeah. So this is just one that I like to do because it just gets your hand moving, and sometimes you just have to get moving. So this is a quick example of what this concept is, and I don't know if you can see it too well, but it's basically just
there we go. There we go.
Yeah, a bunch of scribbles. And then from there, after you scribble, you're going to identify shapes. And so these shapes came from these scribbles, and these are just like some wonky birds. Here, I'll flip this so you can see it better. Just some wonky birds. And then from there, you can create little birds from them, and these actually I meant to bring them, but I turned them into stickers, which is just like so fun and weird. But you know, you don't think to stylize animals and things like this. Yeah. But this just gets
I'm still trying to figure out how you got the birds from that scribble.
Oh, we're gonna do it.
Okay.
We're gonna do that together.
All right.
So that's to give you an idea of these stages. So there's scribbles, identifying shapes, and then going from there. So we're gonna try to do this where this is thick paper, so we're gonna go with a black Sharpie, and we're just gonna scribble on it. And it doesn't matter what it looks like. It can be rigid, it can be loopy, whatever. We're just going to go to town. Okay. Okay, and it doesn't have to be a ton like I did, but you know, enough. And from there, if you set this over, so this is gonna be a little hard to see because this paper is thicker. Yeah. But what you're gonna do then is identify, so let's do this without this so you can actually see it first, is identify like, okay, where am I seeing some shapes? Well, this right here could be some kind of a head, this can be some kind of a body. But then it's really fun to kind of like exaggerate it. So this might be a beak right here. And then maybe this is like an elongated body that instead of following that line, let's have it come up this way, and then that could be a little tail. Oh, wow. So you can see how now this is like, what is this, a swan? You know what I mean?
Oh, that's really cool.
And so when you see something like this and you don't have super thick paper, or you have tracing paper or something like that, you're able to then identify these shapes like so. And then it's just like this weird, wonky little friend, and you never really think to make something like this, you know, but you see art that's really stylized or really doodle-like. And what we do when I know it's silly, but what we do when we're drawing is we're thinking so much about what's literal and the realistic.
That's where I'm stuck right now.
I know. Okay, so let's look at yours.
Honestly, all I see are fish. Like that's the only thing I can see.
There you go. That's good.
Okay.
Okay, so go with fish. Okay. And what fish are you seeing?
I'm seeing a whale right here.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so what you're doing then is you've already broken out of this line, because what happens a lot of times is we get stuck inside of just what's already a shape, but you've already used your imagination to come and follow a larger shape and then created a shape from that, or created an object from that. And then you have this stylized whale that you see, and how fun. Oh, look at your
see, you got a little smile.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
And so that's kind of the idea. And I did a lot of scribbles, but you can still tell, like, I'm just using them as kind of a guide. So I feel like this right here, I have a lot of sharp areas, which is not normal when I do this exercise, but I'll take it. Okay. Here we go. This could be a weird wing because it comes up into a no-neck bird with not very much of a beak, but somehow because it's chunky, we're getting a little more of this personality, and then maybe this will come down like this, but you see the eye would be here, and then maybe these feet right here, but it just creates this, like, you see that bird and you know that bird, and you know the personality of this bird. And in your case, if you're seeing underwater, that's also a whole thing. And that's how I started. That's why birds came to mind. It was the first thing that I saw when I started doing this exercise.
Look at that. That is kind of, I'm still stuck on, that's pretty impressive. Okay.
It's fun, right?
Yeah.
And so you just never know. And so if you take a lighter version of this, right?
Okay.
And you can scribble through here. I mean, it doesn't even have to be loops or anything. You can just go over the same area a few times.
Wait a second. Okay. Here
See
we go.
What I'm doing?
There we go. Okay.
You're doing, yeah. And so you're not confined, you're proving that you're not confined to a shape. You're able to then take that and run with it and make it your own, like you are doing.
Okay.
Yeah. You see how it's, wait a second.
Now I'm finally seeing the things. Okay.
Yeah, so it's literally taking your literal sense out of it and allowing your brain to like fill in the blanks and be creative with seeing things in a different light.
In a different way, yeah.
Yeah, and which like is not something we're used to doing. Which is one of the reasons I like doing nature so much, because nature is imperfect and we don't have faces to assign to them. We don't have.
Oh, true.
You know, but.
Although notice the first thing I did was put an eye on and a little smile on each one of them.
But
so,
no,
look at that.
The first thing you did was identify a shape.
Okay.
So see like
look
this
at that.
one here.
Yeah.
And then look
There's
at this.
a partridge right there.
Teensy tiny.
Yeah.
And then you can do something like where you add a little.
Look at that.
It's so silly.
Wow.
It's so silly, but then you can create these fun little like
and
designs.
it does kind of get you thinking, okay, I'm gonna try something a little different.
Right.
A little out of that. Yeah.
And I always wonder, look at this little tail.
Look at that little tail. I love it.
I always wondered.
All right, there you go. That's perfect. So again, your book is titled Animal Line Drawing. Peggy Dean, thank you so much. Great to see you.
You too.
Okay, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.